Welcome back. Now we have load slot, enter name, and load slot vacant. We're going to want a new one, which we have a copy right here. It's called load slot taken. We're going to want some stuff here. Now I'm going to change the background. I'm going to use the same background that our others are using. This one here, MI load slot BG. I'm going to browse to it, then come over here and set that as my background, just so we're consistent here. Now for this slot, I'd like to show several pieces of information. When someone saves the game, they're saving to a slot and they're going to save personal info. I'd like to save their name. So I'm going to have text here for the player name, but I'm also going to show the player's level and the map that they're on. So that's the three pieces of information I'd like to show for a taken slot. So for that reason, I'm going to add a wrap box. A wrap box will make it easy to have name and then level with perhaps more than one widget, like a text widget that says level, and then another text widget for the number. So we can have multiple widgets on the same line, perhaps. So let's get a wrap box on here. Going to set it to fill. And I'm going to call this wrap box root. And in the wrap box, first thing is going to be the name of the player. So I'm going to drag a regular old text in here that says player name. But it's never going to say player name. If we ever see this taken slot, then this will be loaded in with the player's actual name. So I'm going to change this font to Amaranth Regular. I'll leave it at 24 for the font size. I'll give it a outline size of 1 so we can see that black outline. And this wrap box could use some padding. We'll make it 20. And we have the player name. Now, under the player name, I'm going to have a spacer right there. And I'll just increase the size X so it goes to the next line. And I'm going to increase the size Y a little. And underneath player name, we're going to have another text. I'm just going to copy this text, Control C, select the spacer, Control V, and the first one I'm going to call text underscore player name. The next one is going to be text underscore level, but it's going to say level with a colon and a space, and I'm going to have another text right after it. So I'm going to actually copy and paste it, and this one is going to actually say the value of the level. So we're going to say text underscore level value. And this will have the number. So like 1 or 19 or whatever. I'm going to set it to 1 by default. Now I'm going to copy the spacer and paste it beneath here. And after that spacer, we're going to have 2 more text blocks. So I'll copy both of these. But this one is going to be the map. So text underscore map. And it's just going to say map colon space. And this one is going to be the map value. So text underscore map value. And this will be whichever map we're on. So we can say Dungeon 1, for example. So this way we can see who the player is, what level they're at, what map they're in, and the last thing we're going to have after another spacer is another wide button. And the wide button can go down here. We can set its horizontal alignment to center. And we can check fill empty space. And now we have this button. We can bring it up just a bit. And this button is going to say select slot. So this is what a taken slot looks like. So now we can better see kind of what we're doing here. We have a vacant slot. They'll all start vacant at first. As soon as you click on the vacant slot, it's going to change to enter name. As soon as you enter a name and click new slot, then it's going to change to taken. And then you can have this taken slot selected and you can load into that dungeon or whatever level it is at that level, and you can load up all your stats. So this gives us 3 nice little widgets we can add to an overall menu. So that's what we're going to do next, is make that menu that we can put into the screen here and give the user the option to start a new game or load a saved game. Awesome job. I'll see you soon.